The following is a paid preview for a game seeking funding on Kickstarter. The product seen here is a work in progress and is subject to change during the duration of the project.
Hi everyone, it's me once again, Ferdinand the Carpet Stacker with another Kickstarter preview. And this time we're going to take a look at Thalara. This is a game about mages trying to win over artifacts. Let's go ahead and look at into this card game. Thalara, the Last Artifacts is a card game of magical conflicts and collecting artifacts. In the game, you'll be a magic-wielding character with spells in a contest with other magic-wielding characters. Each round, you'll be trying to win any of the 3 artifacts, and at the beginning, you have 20 remnant cards, which you'll choose 7 to put into your hand in the round. You play remnant cards in a sort of tug-of-war in each artifact. Players will take and place 1 card to an artifact they want to win. Another player goes, and then another player goes, until they have passed or have no more cards to play. The cards with the greatest value of cards on an artifact wins. Artifacts work just like remnant cards, and they are permanent, and however takes up a space in their hand. All players' remnant cards are discarded, but artifacts used always return. A new round begins with 3 artifacts up, and players create a new hand of 7 cards. Once a player obtains 7 or more artifacts, the game ends. The players count up points from the artifacts they received. Artifacts with less power are worth more points. The player with the most points becomes the winner of the game. As for your character, and when playing remnant cards down, you can activate spells when you play a specific type of card in any order so long as it meets the requirements. Here's a quick overview. Arcana, the Time Traveler, has effects of moving and taking back remnant cards. Her Rewind lets her take 1 remnant card back to her hand and take another turn. Miria, the Fire Amazon, burns up the conflict. Her Death Blow destroys 1 energy card in a conflict. Kadran, leader of Aldrin, plays strategically with specific energies. His Growth spell has his blue energy cards increase in strength by 3. And Kanto, the Band Singer, has spell effects that reward tactical play. His Band card has the effect, any player that does not have a green in this conflict has -5 strength. So that was a quick look at Thalara. So here are my quick thoughts on the game. First of all, it reminds me of Battle Line. Battle Line is a game of kind of in the same genre. It's a card game where you're trying to win these places. Here it's a little different. The designer does mix up a lot of things in there. First of all, it's smaller rounds. You don't have to pay for a large sum of different cards that you have to do. A lot of things to keep track. So that's great. Also, there's collecting artifacts in there. You are a mage that has different powers, so it gives the game a bit more personality in that sort of sense. So, Thalara reminds me of Battle Lines, but I like to say it's Battle Line Mages. One interesting point is about the artifacts and how to collect them. Some artifacts are worth more points, some artifacts are worth more in power, so you can be able to collect them. But they're worth less in points, so this is something you have to trade in for that. So you can either try to win for artifacts that are greater in power, less points, but you're able to snatch up those other artifacts for, easier way. Because if you're going for these artifacts and your hand's filling up, because as you're collecting artifacts, your hand is filling up. If you collect them with just points, you're going to be very weakened. You're not going to be able to play a lot of cards to get the better artifacts in there, and you'll be left in the dust. Or you can go ahead and try to grab as many as you can as possible, some of the little ones in there, and have your opponent notice, and then win that way as well. So that's another valid way to win. And of course, for the game with mages, you're going to have spells, and I like how the spells are integrated in the game here. It's because when you're playing a different pattern of cards on a particular artifact, you aren't going to be able to cast that spell, and you can cast that spell anywhere in there. You just have to play it in a way that you have to get those colors not in order, but at least in one place, and you start playing them. You only get 4 spells, so for me that's great because I don't like to keep track of all different spells. You also get the reference card. You can see exactly what the opponents can do on their turn. And so that was Thalara, and it's going to be on Kickstarter very soon, or it can be happening right now. I have a link in the description below. Go ahead and be sure to check it out and see if this is a game that you like to support. Anyway, I'm Ferdinand the Cardboard Stacker. Thanks for joining me, and again, I'm here to remind you to keep on stacking games.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos on board and card games. This is the Cardboard Stacker, and remember to keep on stacking games.